Part 2.
Around 100 BCE, Gaius Julius Caesar married Aurelia Cotta, a member of the respected Aureli and Rutili families. Aurelia came from a distinguished plebeian family. Her father was Lucius Aurelius Cotta, and her mother was Rutilia of the gens Rutilia. Three of Aurelia's brothers would later become consuls: Gaius Aurelius Cotta in 75 BCE, Marcus Aurelius Cotta in 74 BCE, and Lucius Aurelius Cotta in 65 BCE. Marriage in Republican Rome was first and foremost a political and social alliance between families. The union between Gaius Julius Caesar and Aurelia Cotta connected two influential families, strengthening both their positions in Roman society. That said, there is evidence suggesting this was also a successful personal partnership. This marriage proved fruitful. The couple had 3 children, 2 daughters known to history as Julia Major and Julia Minor, and a son born on July 12th or 13th, 100 BCE, who would become the famous Julius Caesar. Beyond his immediate family, Gaius Julius Caesar the Elder had other important family connections that would shape both his life and that of his son. Perhaps most significantly, his sister Julia was married to Gaius Marius, who was one of Rome's most powerful and controversial political figures. Marius was a military hero who was elected consul an unprecedented 7 times. He had reformed the Roman army to include men without property, creating a force loyal to generals rather than to the state, a change that would have profound implications for the Republic. His rivalry with another general, Lucius Cornelius Sulla, would eventually erupt into civil war. This connection to Marius tied the Caesar family to the Populares faction in Roman politics, those who claimed to champion the common people against the Optimates, who defended the traditional power of the Senate and aristocracy. The marriage of Gaius Julius Caesar's sister to Marius would have significant implications for the entire family, bringing them connections, opportunities, and eventually grave danger. Like all Roman men of ambition, Gaius Julius Caesar the Elder pursued the cursus honorum, the course of honors or ladder of political offices that structured a Roman political career. The cursus honorum began with minor positions and progressed through increasingly prestigious offices: quaestor, aedile, praetor, and finally consul, the highest elected position in the Republic. Each office had minimum age requirements and specified periods that had to elapse between holding different positions. For patricians like Caesar, this path was somewhat easier than for new men without distinguished ancestry. But competition was still fierce, and success required a combination of family connections, personal wealth, oratorical skills, and military accomplishments. Our evidence for Gaius Julius Caesar the Elder's exact career path comes primarily from 2 elogia, commemorative inscriptions, erected in Rome long after his death. According to these sources, he served as a commissioner in the colony at Cercina, as military tribune, then quaestor, praetor, and finally as propraetor of the province of Asia. The dating of these offices is subject to debate among historians. It appears he was quaestor around 99 or 98 BCE, shortly after his wife Aurelia had given birth to their son. The quaestorship was primarily a financial position involving the supervision of the treasury and financial administration. In 92 BCE, Caesar attained the praetorship, a significant milestone in any Roman political career. Praetors were primarily judges who presided over courts, but they could also command armies and govern provinces. The praetorship was a pivotal office in a Roman career. It granted imperium, the right to command troops and exercise authority in the name of the state. Only 8 men were elected as praetors each year, so reaching this rank placed Caesar among the political elite, even if he never attained the consulship. Following his praetorship, Gaius Julius Caesar served as propraetor of the province of Asia. This wealthy province encompassed much of what is now Western Turkey, including important Greek cities like Ephesus and Pergamum. Asia was one of Rome's richest provinces, known for its luxury goods, agriculture, and tax revenue. Governing such a province was both an honor and an opportunity for personal enrichment. Governors could amass considerable wealth during their terms through both legal and questionable means. While there is no specific evidence of corruption during Caesar's governorship, Roman provincial administration was notorious for its exploitation. As the Roman statesman Cicero would later observe, governors often needed 3 years, one to pay off their debts, one to enrich themselves, and one to accumulate enough wealth to bribe the courts when they were inevitably prosecuted upon returning to Rome. Caesar's term as governor of Asia likely lasted from late 92 BCE until early 90 BCE. When he returned to Rome, he would have been a wealthier man with enhanced prestige from having exercised imperium in a major province. What's notable about Gaius Julius Caesar the Elder's career is that while successful, it wasn't extraordinary by the standards of Rome's ruling class. He reached the praetorship, but not the consulship, the true mark of having reached the pinnacle of Roman politics. This places him in the solid middle ranks of the senatorial class, respected, influential, but not among the dominant figures of his era.